out first, then clearing it after, definitely the right approach. So he brings this guy in.
Yeah.
I know that.
Do you know the incident on Doc?
This guy's trying his best to play dumb, huh?
Leading straight to the interrogation.
What was that?
That guy's trying his best to play dumb.
Yeah, it's actually hilarious.
Do you know the incident I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. So you have no idea.
I know that somebody got locked up.
Who got locked up?
Somebody. It's a name that you saying.
Who got locked up?
The name that you saying. You said.
Okay, so what he's doing here is he's fishing for information, right, to see what the detective knows, because at this point, he's obviously on edge and he doesn't know what's going on here.
Somebody's name Alonzo or something like that.
Okay. And you know Alonzo?
Yeah, a little bit. I know of him.
Okay. You knew more of just of him, right? You guys go way back.
No.
To Chicago.
Now you could tell here that he's uncomfortable because he didn't think the detective was going to throw that name out because, again, they didn't know that a poll camera was watching the whole time. They thought they dealt with the cameras with the Ring cameras, but they had no idea that the feds were doing a drug investigation on these people.
Oh, by the way, so go back a little bit. He says something which kind of, he says you guys go way back,
right? Yeah.
To Chicago.
Oh, Alonzo is the owner of the car.
Oh, okay.
So when they brought him in, they did record checks on all these guys, and that's how he knew that they were both back from Chicago.
Yeah, the cop kept dropping a couple of hints, and I think he was doing it surgically. And obviously, you would notice it seems like an interrogation tactic to be like, I'm gonna let you know a little bit more nuggets of what I know that you could. I'm watching you just kind of unfold in your mind, like, yo, this whole shit's cracked. And then now, if you get a place of vulnerability, maybe we could get you to, either cooperate or just confess.
Yeah, so this is the ideal situation because at this point, they already had the UPS things, they had the cameras, they had the poll camera. They brought this guy in last when they already had everything. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him in for an interview and they already had like an arrest warrant ready to go, but they wanted to interview him first, see what they can get out. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they did here.
Yeah, because we don't see him leave. We don't see him leave, even though it's just the body cam. Hey, or the recorded thing. What was I gonna ask? Where the hell did they? They found the UPS clothing.
Yeah,
like, you would imagine like they would have incinerated that shit, right?
Yeah, niggas are dumb, bro. Like, I don't know how they found it. Let me see if this says here.
You guys go way back. No. To Chicago.
I'll say yeah.
Don't, somewhat of the same level of respect, right?
Yeah, but
we do
like you said, way back, like basically like friends, anything like that.
So now he's fishing to see what the detective knows, because it did catch him off guard that he knows who Alonzo is. So now he's on defense.
No, not friends. No. All right, but you've known him all the way back.
And I used to do this when I was an agent. I would give the suspect an intimate piece of information that only he would know.
Yeah.
As a kind of hint that I got you, motherfucker, and I know who you worked with too, right? And then you can also, right, continue the interview, and then you start to kind of put the screws on him like, hey, we already talked to him. He snitched on you. I don't know what the hell you're lying for. That's another tactic you can employ.
Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you living now? Where are you living now?
Alone in Minneapolis.
When's the last time you talked with Alonzo?
I'm going to say like a month ago or something like that.
A month ago?
Like a month and a half, I think.
Month and a half ago?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Hey, by the way, this is a tactic too, right? Where they act like, the source. They did it to Young Thug. Yo, listen, man. No, you're chilling. We're just trying to find out some more info on that other guy. So, like, yo, bro, like, don't lie to us. He's really the target. We want to know what you know about him. So who's this Alonzo guy? Like, what's up with him? Like, oh, you hang with him? When's the last time you seen him? And it's not like, yo, you fucking guys killed somebody. It makes it seem like they're only looking at Alonzo, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, because they're trying to see what he's gonna release, but he's being very tight. He's keeping his cards to his chest right now, denying, underplaying, lying.
That was already on camera. That was already.
Okay, so that was already on camera. They already put on the news.
Put on the news. They already showed Alonzo shooting a person. Okay. I don't know if I explained it well to you or not, but the more information
and there you go. This is exactly what you were talking about. The more I told you, but the more information I tell you,
the less you can tell me.
The less you can tell me to help. So in other words, I already know everything. You better come clean, or else you're gonna make yourself look really stupid when you contradict yourself. When I have everything here.
But I was like, you can't tell me about that because I heard about it. The whole world know about it.
Sure.
So now he's slipping over his words. He's like, oh shit.
That's everywhere you go. Hey, you heard about what happened? Somebody got killed in Coon Rapids. 4-5 people. How many?
Common tactic that criminals utilize to distance themselves from the crime. Oh, did you hear about what happened in Coon Rapids? Implying that he wasn't in the area or he kind of heard of it through the news.
More people got killed. Okay. So what I do?
Young Thug did that when they asked him about the bus shooting. There was like, he's like, yeah, I heard about it. Why they say Pee Wee Roscoe did that? Why they say Roscoe did that? That's what Thug did. He kind of did the same thing.
Yeah, that's like fishing for information. He says he asked the cop a question.
4-5 people. How many more people got killed? Okay. So what I do?
You were there.
So what did I do? Fishing for info?
Wasn't there?
You were. See, you're probably not gonna take my word for it or anything, but I'm not lying to you. I'm not making stuff up. We have the poll camera.
So now he's touching his face.
Oh, you said, ooh, we have a poll camera.
Yep, we had the poll camera. Yep. So he said it right then and there. That's when I knew. I was like, yeah, they got these niggas. Because remember, the crooks didn't know that there was a poll camera there. This is what sealed their fate right here.
We had a poll camera in the house. When we see you pull up, we see the three of you get out, walk up to the house, just you and Alonzo. He knocks on the door. They don't come to the door.
That poll camera is what blew this case wide open.
Right first, and you start walking away. Because you guys are probably down the street.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're watching the poll camera live, maybe probably rare, but you see people with guns approach a situation, it's clearly a crime about to happen.
Yep.
Do you have the duty to act, even though no one has called you, but based on your surveillance, you see that a crime is going to be committed? Now, here's the thing. Caveat is that you acting may now blow the cover, potentially, on the investigation that you've probably spent months on.
Yeah.
Because they might be like, how the fuck did the cops know to respond? You might, maybe it could be evasive and not tell, the potential victims, but they might be like, oh, yeah, the cops must be sitting on this house.
Yeah, no, you absolutely have a duty to act. Even if you got a Title III wiretap, right, where you're listening to someone's phones, right, it requires an enormous amount of probable cause, right, assuming you're not doing it through a FISA, right, when national security doing it like a typical criminal investigation, drugs, whatever. Bro, I've written a bunch of T3 affidavits. It's like 100 pages plus. It's like a lot of work. And it sucks when you have to notify your target that there's a hit on his life. You remember 6ix9ine, your boy 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
HSI had to notify him that Jim and Shadi were talking about potentially violating him. So they had to go to 6ix9ine and disclose that they had a wiretap, even though he was an active target in the investigation. So yeah, you absolutely have a duty to respond, whether it's a wiretap or a poll camera, if you know that something like this is going to happen and danger of life is imminent. So you definitely have to do something.
Interesting.
He comes outside, so you guys walk back. Okay? On the door there was a camera. And you had gloves on, you had a mask on, but we're still able to tell it's you.
With a mask on?
Yeah. Okay? And then, who'd you wave on?
I didn't wave nobody.
Alonzo was the fat dude with the fat face that was, this is Alonzo right here.
No, is it, or is it the other guy?
Alonzo, the one that owned the car and the one that
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Alonzo. This is
Alonzo. And this is the other nigga. I forget what his name is, but this is the dude that's getting interviewed right now.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you. His build and maybe it's because of the puffy jacket he has on, his build here looks a little bit more slender than his build in the interrogation video. Like
he might have gained some weight, stress, it could be anything.
Is it me though? Like, look at him there.
And you could tell it's him. Look at his eyebrows and like the way the eye is shaped. It's same dude. Pause. Same skin complexion. And they got him with the voice because he was like, "Oh, the dog ain't big, right?" That's how they also got him with his voice.
He tries to get him to say that statement.
Okay. And then who'd you wave on?
I didn't wave nobody.
You're sitting in the car and you waved him on.
You said I was sitting in the car?
No, he was sitting in the car. The third person was sitting in the car. You waved him on.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was with no mask on, but it showed it wasn't me. You didn't ask me where was I at, or was I somewhere else, or was nothing.
Where were you? I know where you were, but where were you? And then I'll follow up on that. And
you know I was there already, right? Is that what you said?
I do, but
he knows he's cooked.
If you were saying you're somewhere else, you tell me where you were, who you talked to, and I'll follow up with them and rule you out.
He's asking about the alibi.
Fair, right?
Did you think that he thought about his alibi before coming into this room? Because he absolutely tripped over this.
Yeah, he did trip over this, and he definitely didn't. I mean, yeah, he didn't come up with his. Basically, he didn't give this alibi to his girl, which for the audience that's watching, he's gonna say that he was like with his girl and his kid, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But he definitely didn't tell them that.
That's crazy.
Because keep in mind, he didn't know that the cops would catch them this quickly because that pole camera.
When were they arrested? Do you remember?
You say,
Like after the murder?
This is February 13th, 2024. When did the shooting actually happen? Let me see. Here, I'll find it right now. It says it in the beginning.
January 29.
January 29th of 24?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, literally like 2 weeks later, they already got this nigga in custody. Yeah, 2 weeks later, pretty much.
He comes outside.
February 13th.
So you guys walk back. Okay. On the door there was a camera. And you had gloves on, you had a mask on. But we're still able to tell it's you.
with a mask on.
Yeah. Okay. And then who'd you wave on?
I didn't wave nobody.
You're sitting in the car and you waved him on.
He's trying to keep the poker face. I see him.
He was sitting in the car.
He's trying. He's trying real hard.
The third person was sitting in the car. You waved him on.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was with no mask on, but it showed it wasn't me. You ain't asking me where was I at, or was I somewhere else, or nothing.
Where were you? I know where you were, but where were you? And then I'll follow up on that. And
You know I was there already, right? That's what you said?
I do, but
Slipped up saying that.
if you were saying you're somewhere else, you tell me where you were, who you talked to,
And let me ask this question.
Yeah.
Let me ask this
And
question.
he's dumb for even coming in and doing this interview, but he's so desperate, as you could tell from his questions, to see what they know, that he accepted doing this interview without a lawyer. Sorry, you're going to say, Ak? What was up?
So let me ask this question. And I'm not trying to get all Batman on people.
Find your SpongeBob crew at Burger King.
Time's running out to find clearance deals during Happy Honda Days. Get a great offer on a 2025 Accord, Pilot, or Ridgeline.
Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
Hurry into your local Honda dealer while the clearance deals last.
I'm not a rich man. I'm a poor man. But these people betrayed me.
You rigged the game with your mountains of money in the bank to bleed us dry.
I'm a man fighting for everything that he owns, sir. They lure in common folk, give them a taste of the American dream, and then spit them right out.
I'm not going to be intimidated or humiliated by anyone. I'm just getting started.
Dead Man's Wire, rated R.
But, you know, I keep telling my audience, I'm like, hey, listen, crime in 2025 is really hard to do and really get away with.
Yeah.
And obviously, most niggas are too stupid to do crime. And but I also think about, let's try to optimize some of these scenarios and let's see how. And I'll ask you, how do you think they would have been caught? So I'm gonna Batman this situation a little bit, right? It's not your car. I'm assuming you don't have a phone, are you?
Mm-hmm.
If he kills Alonzo, and I know it sounds crazy, and I only say that because supposedly when what's the guy who's cool with Sauce Walker? Sauce Walker got shot and his friend got killed. One of the guys came up dead really quickly. And some people actually theorize that it was a murder for hire and possibly the person who did the hiring got the shooter out of the way to kind of close up loops. If this guy, I think he thought he was pretty safe. I think he was a little bit more cautious than Alonzo. Alonzo got his face showing. He's thinking, I don't got my face showing. But here's the thing. Alonzo is probably the tie to him. And obviously they're gonna use like records and stuff like that. But if Alonzo isn't there, or somehow Alonzo dies, how do you think he gets caught?
Assuming that they didn't have Alonzo's car?
No, they had Alonzo's car, but Alonzo is dead.
Got you.
How do you identify him? Because I could tell the way his brain is thinking. I had my mask on. How could you tell it's me? I
Okay,
didn't
so
have a
assuming
cell
Alonzo
phone.
wasn't alive and they didn't
Yes.
get the plate,
Yes.
but I knew who Alonzo was.
And
I would
also,
look-
what they probably did, because he's alive, they probably took that and then traced everything in the back end to find these guys. But if Alonzo is kind of out the way, And you know, and he knows now because they're probably gonna also play it like they don't in this situation, but they could play it like, yo,